Well, today Al Stock Trades has a different background. I am trying. Well, what happened? Hello. I'm trying to learn how to golf, and if I have to say, I don't know why I'm holding the golf. Uh, what are the thing you call it here, a pucker, as a baseball bat? But I suck at golf, and I realized, and I found something I suck miserably at. So I was hoping if you guys can give me some tips. I have some balls here that I'm hitting, and I got one good one in the range, but couldn't get one here. So we're going to be releasing hopefully a coupon. This is a family-owned golf course, and we definitely want to support family-owned businesses. So this was recently acquired recently, and they've done a really wonderful job at reseeding it, and it's an Awatuki. So anyone out there in Arizona, drop a DM and I'll tell you where this place is if you guys want to support it. Just tap it, just tap it in. Happy Gilmore. Yeah, I suck at it. I mean, I can my right now I hit like 5, and my whole maybe might be some talk because I kind of threw out my right shoulder right now. Want to just talk about the markets real quick. Happy Friday. Well, enjoy the beautiful weather we have here, and for people that are in up north, I'm sorry. That's why I left Minnesota. The markets are shaping up to be really well. The CPI report came out really cold, which caused the Russell to trade, as one of my subscribers coined it, like a penny stock. And we're getting in a position where it seems as the soft landing narrative may actually come true. But interestingly, many are saying that perhaps 2024 may be a recession, right? We never know, right? But regardless we know that the Federal Reserve is going to be cutting interest rates in 2024. And if you look at the sample size, every time they've cut interest rates in the past, it's historically preceded a recession, right? They're cutting because there's a problem. And if this is, let's say, for example, the case, then yeah, of course, there'll be a recession. But guess what? Rates are going to be cut, and then growth stocks are going to outshine. So regardless of how you cut it, individuals that are going to get kind of burned are going to be the ones that are in companies that are overvalued. And we already know the companies that are overvalued from all the people in our mastering using our software and all our stock terminal members. You know what's overvalued, you know what's undervalued. And I believe it'll be a great time to jump in to your Apples, your Microsofts of the world, certainly your Apples, right? But I think we're on the right trajectory. I think Clover, obviously, the delisting concern is obviously waning. As you can see, it keeps closing over $1. Now we just have to wait until the stock, or the company becomes profitable, and they certainly are doing that. And I understand the sentiment for retail investors. I get it. You're scared. It's very it's scary, you know what I mean? So and that's why the average makes 60 grand a year. The average folks, they are not millionaires. It takes you have to be extraordinary to be in the top 1% of folks and become a millionaire. It takes mind, body, spirit, and emotion. So I think Clover in the next 2 years, I would not be surprised in the next 2 years it goes up to $3 to $4. And then there's going to be a point where the growth machine is going to turn on, and that's when you're going to see the crazy jump in Clover. But $4 right now, it's nothing to cry home about. It's about what, a 400% gain. That's a 400% gain. Hey, I play with another total duffer. I played once in 12 hours and have a set of old clubs. Reach out. Absolutely, yeah. It's an Awatuki. They gave us, yeah, we definitely come here. I'll bring it here. They gave me a set of clubs. I don't know what the hell each one is. They said a driver. I just threw about 5 right now. My 5 or 6, and my right shoulder is killing me. It's definitely a workout. And I'm definitely down. I honestly wasn't going to go today, but my future wife forced me. So after step 2, I'm down. I'm down to have a crack open a couple of beers. I think people drink here. Are you all right? Or you don't really drink? I don't know. It seems like a sport you would drink in. It's not like you're running, but just looking at everyone here, no one seems to be drinking, so maybe that's not right. But yeah, I'd love to have you here, Brad. It's really cute. It's a really beautiful place. I think so. The thesis for golf is very simple. There's a reason why. So that, you can make the different investments, but have the same thesis. Every day, 10,000 Americans are turning 65 every day. There's a surplus of Americans that are going to be retiring soon. Just like how Medicare Advantage and healthcare insurance are going to be basically seeing a surge of seniors, this place here is going to see your surge of seniors. And that is called profit, right? So that's kind of the idea there, the business decision. But overall, very excited to see this market with you guys. And it's coming really, it's going to be really cool to see this transition and, documenting how a stock goes to its intrinsic value. Because I don't think it's actually been done before on YouTube. I don't think someone has sat down and, at a dollar stock and said, this thing is worth something. This thing's worth something. While all of Wall Street is saying it's not. I think it's really cool. I think what we're going to be witnessing is history for YouTube here, where you have some guy in the middle of nowhere in Tucson, came from nothing, graduated all this education, and be like, I see something that Wall Street doesn't, and then it comes in fruition, and it's gonna be pretty fun for that to happen. I'm very excited for it. Let's see here. It's the only sport you can drink and drive. Oh, actually the golf, when I was riding the golf car, when I was down in the deep hilly, I got really scared. Honestly, I had to slow down I don't think it's safe to the hill day. Yeah. So that was, I don't know. I'm sure if I was a little drunk, I don't think it is private property. So maybe, yeah, those things can haul, especially if you're downhill. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just overall, everyone is now, I wouldn't say everyone, but people that are watching this channel, you guys know the Russell 2000 is undervalued, right? It doesn't take a genius it's undervalued. If you take the NASDAQ to the Russell ratio, if you take the S&P to the large caps to the small caps ratio, you can see that it's undervalued. And this is time, this is if you look at the ratio between large caps to small caps, or let's say reverse the ratio between small caps to large caps, we are at a ratio that we have not seen since the great fucking .com crash. This was 20 years ago, 23 years ago to be exact. We are living in a time where people are going to be watching this video, 10 years from now, and they're going to be like, why did I not see this? Why? Right? That's just how it works. It's just a beautiful cycle. And I'm so happy to even have the brain to understand it. You have to be blessed, you have to thank your blessings, thank your blessings. You have, hearing, you can hear, you can see, you can understand, thank your blessings, that you can understand this, because it really truly is, to see this opportunity in the market. And Wall Street knows this opportunity. They're just waiting for the Feds to decrease interest rates. It's not that if they're going to decrease, it's when, right? See here, it's the only 12 years. I'll be in Phoenix. I'll be up in Phoenix tomorrow. Could be convinced to drive some balls. Actually, maybe actually not bad. I'll talk to my significant other. Why not? I think it'll be fun. I'll talk to my significant. Yeah, hit me up on WhatsApp. And then yeah, I think we're in for a great future, guys. I mean, this is really exciting to see this play out. Everything's falling in line. I can't ask. I'm so happy the stock is still low, because I just keep buying more. So it's very exciting. I love each and every one of you guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, Tremel yesterday and from Casting Golf Car had a point with Yeah, I mean, honestly, um, it's all about financial education, financial literacy. Um, is so dumb money continues to dumb. I wrote an article yesterday. That's what I was wanting to tell you. If you go to Fundament News, fundamental, like say Fundament, Fundament news.com, you'll get to my news articles. Okay. I made one about Jim Cramer. I have like 50 published already. I've written these, right? This is like, I mean, obviously, like, I'm having Grammarly and AI help me. I talk like speech to text, and then I have it, edit the grammar for me, so I can pump out as much papers for you guys. But these are all the things I'm reading, right? Like, it shows you how much I'm reading. I woke up today at 4 a.m. I dedicate 2 hours. I wake up at 4 a.m., sometimes 3:30. And I dedicate 2 hours, 1 hour and a half to reading. I drink my tea, get my caffeination, and I read my news, and I get my data, and I'm writing it to you quickly to show you how much I'm consuming. And I take that and I develop a mental model, and the mental model helps me understand what what's going on Wall Street. And then I take my data that I've learned, which is privileged information, which is in healthcare, and I take that and my all the time I've spent studying billionaires, and I make and all the privileged data I have, and I make bets in the market. How many hours of sleep do you usually get? So it oscillates. I get about 6 hours of sleep. I sleep around 9ish sometimes. It oscillates, but I would say in a month, about 60% of the time, I sleep 6 hours. About 40% of the time in the month, I sleep maybe like 5 hours, 4 hours. I know that's, but with it, 5 to 10% of those, like let's say 5%, 5%, I sleep. I have a cycle where I reset, and I sleep for like 12 hours. It happens every month and a half, and I just kind of reset, clean out my brain. The geolymphatics, you can learn about G-lymphatics. Clean out the brain with the sleep. The brain does amazing things in sleep. And yeah, I do meditate, so that's equivalent to taking a nap. But yeah, I am young right now, so I can afford to do this. When I get older, I'm not gonna be able to do this. But hopefully by then, I'll have a mental model of the world and how the world functions. Right now, I'm trying to stuff as much as I can in my brain, because as you get older, your crystallized memory will help you. But in terms of like a nice fresh Mac computer, how it's strong and fast. Yeah, things will get slow. Things will get slow. I see this gentleman here, and there seems to be a pit. Seems to be a pit here of like sand, and he's trying to toss the golf balls. That's hard. I recall what's his name, Tiger Woods, take shots like that. So yeah. And by the way, I really appreciate it. HM, I'm gonna call you Tim. I appreciate your kind words, man. Honestly, I'm just trying to stuff in as much as I can. I'm trying to become a neurosurgeon, and there's like a pathway for neurosurgeons to follow. Research, step 2, and it's a very hard path. It's great, but I'm trying to be more than just a neurosurgeon. I'm trying to change the world. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm trying to build my own legacy. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do what others don't do, and I may not be like the normal folks. I may not be like the typical person, but I'm not gonna live my life like other people. I want to live my own life. I want to be able to we're all gonna die someday, right? Marcus Aurelius said something that I would like to give to you. He said that life is like an olive tree. The olive comes down from the tree, and it descends as it's going down to the floor. While it's in the midst of the air, it thanks the mother in which the tree it came from. And as it comes down, it slowly disintegrates into a pit. And it goes down to the Mother Earth and soil to regenerate a new life. Meaning that life is short. We thank our ancestors and our generation that have given us this knowledge. And then as we go on to this world, we know that life is limited. We're going to die, and we're going to be creating a new generation of folks. And hopefully my work about intrinsic value is an extension of Benjamin Graham's work. The difference is, no offense, I'm not trying to be racist, but I want this information to be democratized to a lot of other races. I don't want it to be scrutinized in one little area. I want it to expand, right? And I don't just talk the talk, I walk it. You see the software, you see everything we built. We're not, this is not a scam. This is, this is real. And as I become a neurosurgeon, I'll have more funding and I will build out more things. And that's the goal. And I want to do as much as I can in this world because it's fun. It's fun. And I don't like to go to NBA games. They're fun, but why am I going to watch someone else's dream come true? Why I want to be in the floor. I want to play. That's why one of these, my critique of general surgery rotation is, it's very not fun when you watch someone play games. It's fun when you play the game. But again, that's patient care. So you got to make sure you got to watch. So, pro tip, always wash your balls. I think these ones are washed. I couldn't say about mine. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, it's a pleasure to help you. To help. Not even help. I'm not even helping you guys. You guys are smart. It's just a pleasure to be here to share my information. And because you see it, it makes sense, right? Go talk to ChatGPT. Tell them about intrinsic value. Tell them about what billionaires have in common. Talk about how the top 10% own 89% of the stock market. I'm giving you this is all facts. You can fact check me. Why is Enphase at $1 before and now it's in the 70s and 90s? Why was Tesla at near dollars? Why was Bitcoin at $80 fucking dollars? Bitcoin, I can't really assess the intrinsic value, but stocks were cheap one day, and there are people that saw it. There are people that saw it and they envisioned it and they calculated it, and this is how it's done. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Also, just a quick tip. Take advantage of the Black Friday sale. I have to say it because we are raising prices. It's $1,000 off. This is lifetime access. You'll be able to ride with me on this journey, and as we develop this stock terminal out. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these pucks. I think my shoulder feels a lot better now, but I wanted to take some time because you guys are a part of my life, right? Part of my life, and I want it's like we're in this together, and if I can make at least one of you guys have just a better life than I did when I was young, as a child, I think I've lived a good life, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one.